From the Wabash Valley Chevy Dealers Sports Desk, here's Jack Burney.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back. Indiana State baseball in action this afternoon at Bob Warren Field. The Sycamores looking to even up the series against the Murray State Racers and pick up a milestone win for head coach Mitch Hannes. Sycamores grabbed an early 2-0 lead in the first inning in this one, and they would add to that in the second as Grant McGill lines one deep to left center field, and it goes to the wall. Miguel Rivera hustles around all the way from first base. He's going to slide into home safely to score as ISU extends the lead to 3-0 early in this one. But the story of the day was Indiana State starter Connor Fenlong on the mound. As he gets the strikeout there, he was sensational for ISU. He pitched a complete game, 2-hit shutout, becoming the first Sycamore in the Mitch Hannes era to throw 3 complete game shutouts in a season. He also extended his scoreless inning streak to 19 straight innings. ISU adds the lead in the third as Adam Pottinger grounds one to first. Josue Urdaneta scores. Pottinger was able to dive over the pitcher covering and make it to first base safely with an RBI infield single as the Sycamores lead at 4-0. ISU played great defense all game long behind Fenlong. First, here's Diaz to Urdaneta to Rivera at first for the 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. And then a little bit later, how about this catch in foul territory by Adam Pottinger? He reaches over the wall, and he's going to bring it back from out of play for the Webb gem. Indiana State behind great pitching and defense and timely hitting. They even up the series as they win it 5-0 today. And today was Coach Mitch Hannes' 300th win at Indiana State, and ISU will look to win the series tomorrow on Senior Day at 1 p.m. Also a big afternoon down in Carbondale, Illinois, as the Missouri Valley Conference softball tournament title game took place. The Indiana State Sycamores seeking to cap off their record-setting season with their first conference title since 2015 as they faced off with Southern Illinois. Lexi Banco starting in the circle. She gets the strikeout looking to end the top half of the first, but the Salukis would grab the lead in the top half of the second as Tori Shillian hits it up the middle. 2-run score as SIU leads this one 2-0, and the Salukis actually jumped out to a 10-0 lead in this game, but the Sycamores would fight until the very end as Kaylee Barrett hits one deep to left field. That ball is out of here for a 2-run home run to get Indiana State on the board in this one at 10-2, but ISU couldn't complete the comeback as SIU wins the MVC Conference Championship game by a score of 10-2. ISU softball wraps up one of its best seasons as the MVC tournament runner-ups and with the most single-season wins in program history. And after today's title game, the Missouri Valley Conference released their all-tournament team, and 4 Indiana State players were represented as Lexi Banco, Abby Chips, Isabella Henning, and Danielle Henning all received recognition for their performance in helping ISU reach its first championship game since 2015. How about a big-time Clay County matchup in high school softball as 2 of the best teams in the area faced off this morning as the Northview Knights hosted the Clay City Eels. 2 of the best pitchers in the state pitched in this one as well. First up, it's Northview's Maggie Kraus as she gets the strikeout looking there to start the second inning, and Kraus would keep it rolling in the second inning. She strikes out the second batter there, and she also strikes out the third batter. She strikes out the side of the second inning. What a job by her in the second inning. She got it done at the mound and at the plate as she lines this one down the right field line for the Knights' first hit of the ball game. Kraus would come up big at the plate a little later as well. But Clay City pitcher Lizzie Cinders was equally impressive in the circle and in the second inning as she bounces back after the leadoff double to also strike out the side in the home half of the second inning. It was a true pitcher's duel in this one, but the Eels would break through in the fourth as Carly Smith hits one deep to right. It gets into the gap and rolls to the wall. Faith Mitchell scores from second, and Clay City takes a 1-0 lead in this one. A little later, Clay City trying to do more damage, but check out this nice snow cone catch by Northview shortstop Kiana Gardner. She makes that nice catch to take a hit away from the Eels. Clay City led 2-0 until the 7th when Northview erupted for 3 runs, including a walk-off RBI single by Maggie Kraus, as the Knights sealed this one by a final score of 3-2. And finally, just 15 days away from the 107th Indianapolis 500 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, but Indianapolis Motor Speedway opening its doors to race fans this weekend to watch the first weekend in IndyCar racing at the Speedway, highlighted by today's GMR Grand Prix. You saw it here on NBC. We get our first and only caution of the day on lap 3 as Stingray Robb collides with teammate David Malukas down the backstretch of turn 7. As you see the collision there, they both go into the infield grass. The race would return to green on lap 5, though. For 41st lap now, Christian Lundgaard in the lead, but Alex Palou sees an opportunity and takes it and goes toward the outside to regain the lead in this race, and he would regain it for good as Palou dominated the track today, leading for 52 out of 85 laps. Of course, Palou has had prior success at Indianapolis Motor Speedway as he was the runner-up at the Indy 500 back in 2021. Now Palou can add a win at the Indy Motor Speedway Road Course and the GMR Grand Prix to his resume. It's his 5th career win, and the win allows him to become the current points leader in the NTT IndyCar Series. That's a wrap for sports. It's the Reynolds Wrap right after this.